Okay, this is a pet peeve video. Um, you hear this all the time, especially in election years, whether it's here or in the US, and I'm sure it's the same in Europe. And that is, man, these companies, we have to tax these companies because they make obscene profit. We've got to take that obscene profit and invest it socially. So the concept is that there is a profit number that is obscene. Okay, when you hear that, you have to, profit all by itself is is a number that is not in context. You have to place that profit number in context. And I'm going to use Pfizer, and I may look at Merck to illustrate this point. Pfizer and Merck are both pharmaceutical companies, and typically pharmaceutical companies get beaten up for their profit. So do Canadian banks, and I wish the Canadian banks would explain this better, but they don't, and I think they just kind of shy away from the whole conversation. They've probably tried to explain it better, but they've probably gotten beaten up. But here, look, you can't just look only at the profit number. So I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to minimize my face. Okay, so here's Pfizer. Pfizer is a big pharmaceutical company. They've done a lot of good. They've saved many lives over the years. They've enhanced other lives. Now look, what did they make in profit last year? Let's go to the income statement. This is Yahoo. I'm using Yahoo. You can use any site to get at this information. Okay, so here we go. This is the income statement of Pfizer. Income available to 16. This is you add 3 zeros to this, so they made $16 billion in profit. That sounds obscene. Holy crow. Oh man, all they care about is profit. People are dying, and still all they care about is the $16 billion. That is obscene. This number has to be put into context. Let's go to the balance sheet. So we're at the balance sheet. Let's go to total assets. Total assets of Pfizer, again, add 3 zeros to this, is $159 billion. So they made $16 billion roughly of profit over an asset balance of $159 billion. They made 10%. This is not obscene. They made 10%. Merck, I did Merck's numbers. I looked at them and they're roughly the same. Okay, so how to explain this? You can't just look at the profit number. What was the profit number generated off of? And it's generated off an asset base of $159 billion. Therefore, they made, I think it's 10.2%. Now, how did their asset base get so big? This is, again, the Canadian banks are the same way. Pfizer and Merck, and probably a few others, they were founded in the 1800s. Okay, so they've been a company for a long, long time. Every year that they made a profit, what happened? They gave some to the shareholders in the form of a dividend, and they reinvested the balance. So their balance sheet grows and grows and grows over time. As that number grows, the profit that they need to generate a reasonable return grows over the years as well. So again, 16 billion sounds like a horribly obscene number. A 10% return on assets doesn't seem all that obscene. Think of it this way. You've got an 80-year-old man and a 25-year-old man, and they both invest in a 3% paying GIC. Now, the 80-year-old man has been rolling over GICs for the last 50 years, and his base is now $1 million. The 25-year-old man, well, this is his first investment ever, and he's putting in $1,000. Okay, so the old man, 3% on $1 million, he earns $30,000 of interest income. The young man puts in $1,000 and earns $30 of interest income. Has the old man made an obscene amount of interest income? I don't think so. So it's the problem that companies have is something like that. They've been around forever, and therefore they've grown big. the other notion of profit, if you make obscene profit, what does that do? It attracts competitors very quickly. And there goes the obscene profit. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I hope that helps. So next time somebody says, oh, banks made $6 billion last quarter, ask them, what was the asset base? What is that in percentage terms? Okay, thank you. Have a good day.